Listen, bro, you're way too dependent on other people right now, which is making your life worse. And it's making it so that your decisions, your life ends up aligning with other people's expectations and other people's desires instead of your own. And if you don't fix this and don't understand the simple principle I'm gonna explain to you in this video, you will end up living someone else's life. You will end up not achieving the life that you ultimately want, that's actually gonna fulfill you, that's actually gonna make you happy and actually make you satisfied with your life. And you will end up miserable, and you will end up miserable with other people to blame. And I'm saying this as someone myself who used to make the same mistake for a long time, and it kept me really broke, really miserable, and really unfulfilled for a long time. But by understanding the principle I'm going to share with you in this video, I was able to create a life of freedom, and most importantly, a life of fulfillment, be able to make good money, be able to do things I actually enjoy doing because I understood what I actually want, and I stopped following other people's desires and other people's opinions. And basically what this is like how you're probably operating right now and how you used to be, is that you have a family, you have friends, the people you surround yourself with, you have society. And there are expectations on you from these other people, you end up in like kind of these roles in relationships. Maybe in your family, you're like the quiet guy, or like you're the talkative guy, or you're the leader, or you're the follower. You end up in these roles, with your friends, with your family, and it's like naturally kind of happens. One time a decision had to be made and you ended up listening to someone else. You didn't actually lead the pack in that decision. And because of that, you ended up slowly, with more and more time, becoming like the follower, let's say. Or you're used to going to your family for advice. You're used to never making decisions on your own because you always consult your mom, your dad, or you always consult friends and things like that. So this naturally happens as society is like naturally kind of puts us in these paths. You go to work and as a kid, you're more free, you start working, and then you slowly kind of just fall into these paths of society, which kind of constrains you, it makes you less free, it makes you less of yourself, and just more kind of in like you just fit into kind of the one size fits all path, and become more confined by society, And what kind of happens when you do this stuff is you end up being very like restricted. Instead of thinking for yourself and deciding for yourself what you're gonna do, you start relying a lot on other people. You rely on your parents to make decisions for you. You rely on certain paths or certain advisors in life to guide you through life. And the issue with this is you become super, super reliant on these people. You become super reliant on, maybe it's like a girlfriend that you put so much like attention and like trust and is like kind of attachment into. It's your family, or it's someone like a mentor or something, where like you think and you hold the belief that every single time you make a decision, you have to go to this person because you're used to doing things that way. You're used to always asking your family for making decisions and things like that. And this is gonna hold you back, because what it ultimately does, it removes the belief in yourself. You're basically kind of unconsciously telling yourself that you're not able to make your own decisions, that you're not good enough on your own, because you need this person's advice, you need this girlfriend to be around you for you to feel good, you need these external things to perform and to feel good. And that's gonna hurt you a lot, because what if that person, hopefully this doesn't happen, but like what if like a family member disappears, if your girlfriend breaks up with you, if you lose all your money and like all your attachment and your value of self is in these things, your life will be like, you'll be left dry, and you'll be like who am I? Who am I as a person? Because like all of your value, all of everything that you have was so attached to this one thing, whatever it is. And that's obviously not a position that you want to be in, because then you don't have any actually internal guidance. You want to have like an internal compass, but in that case you don't have it. You're so dependent on external things, and if they disappear, you're basically weak in that case. And that's probably like where you're at right now, and that's fine. But the first step to solving this is just by understanding and being aware of the fact that right now you are probably dependent on external factors that you might not be. You're probably very attached to the amount of money that you have, maybe attached to a partner, attached to people in your like friend group, roles in your friend group, people that you always go to for advice before making decisions, kind of beliefs about yourself and how your own ability to make big decisions. And you're being limited by these things. And first step is just you become aware of that, to realize that that's the case, and understand that that's okay, because that's where you're starting off from. But then the second thing is that you need to start shifting this identity and start creating your internal compass to be able to actually basically like verify for yourself that you can actually lead yourself, that you're someone who's capable of making good decisions, and you have an internal, you can basically detach yourself from society's like pressure and like all these external things, and just be okay with following yourself and realize that you're someone who's capable of making good decisions and guiding yourself through life. So how do you do that? First off, you become aware of the fact that you're not doing it right now. Second thing is you start just operating on your own. You start kind of spending more time alone maybe. When you're about to make a big decision, instead of going to someone else, you make that decision on your own. Let's say you want to maybe change your career, or you want to pursue like some type of opportunity, or you want to whatever it is, you want to move somewhere. Instead of going and asking your advisor for those tips, or like externalizing that on someone else, you make your own decision. It's gonna be uncomfortable, it's gonna be scary as shit to do that, but it's gonna allow you to start verifying for yourself that you are capable of making good calls on your own, regardless of what happens. And that will start building this internal compass. It will start showing yourself that you're someone who can actually guide yourself to get to where you wanna go. And that will build so much trust in yourself, and it will basically show you that you don't actually need other people. It will make you self-reliant, and the key word, it will make you independent when you start building that. And then as you go, you start doing more of that. You start making more of your own decisions, and you see that this actually works out. You start getting more good results, and it's just gonna be like a positive loop from there on. And what it's gonna do is, I'm not saying don't listen to other people. I'm not saying that at all. Like, obviously you can take advice from mentors, family, and like you should definitely listen to other people and get help from them. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to be completely reliant on other people. You don't want to have that power lying in other people's hands. You want to have an internal compass to guide yourself, but then also get additional advice and perspectives from other people. And I think what I share with you right now in this video is the most powerful and the best way to do that. So again, become aware of the fact that you don't have this right now. Number 2 is start verifying for yourself. Take the uncomfortable steps and start making your own calls, and then see the results of that. Take responsibility to make your own decisions and start like guiding yourself through life, and you will see that it actually works, and that will build a trust in yourself, and it will like make your life so much better when you have stuff that's going on where you would have things that like you will have a chaotic life. You will have things going on where it's going to be like shit goes wrong in your business or in your career, or your girlfriend breaks up with you, and if you built this internal certainty in yourself, those things are not going to affect you as much. You will be way more stable in yourself if you built this certainty. You're not going to be panicking because like something happened in your business, or your girlfriend left you. You're going to be way more like centered and way more calm regardless of what happens in your life. And it's just going to give you what I call poise. We're just a steady, kind of like stoic version of yourself. This is like going through life, steady, consistent. Regardless of what happens, you're there, you continue doing and following your own guidance, and you just have that trust that's so powerful. Because if you aspire to achieve more things in your life, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to be able to have a lot of freedom, if you want to be able to live a maximized life, that is going to be a turbulent journey to get there. It's going to be all of ups and downs. You will lose money, you will make money, you will have your girlfriend show up, or like girlfriends leave you, and guys, friends, and like turn their back on you. You will have all of like the different things, family members hating on you. There's gonna be all different things that's gonna go up and down. So you need to have this internal compass to be able to handle that and actually get to where you wanna go. So that's really like all I want to share with this in this video. And this is a big thing that I work with people inside of my group on as well. So if you're interested in like taking this type of path, if you're the type of person who wants to achieve more in life, you're willing to take a path of like more turbulence, you wanna make more money and have more freedom and just take your own path in life, those are the type of people that I work with inside of my group, and I basically coach people to get into the fastest and most simplest way to start making money online, so you can start having their freedom, start creating internal certainty, and start really like living the life that they want and becoming independent, most importantly, and starting to make their first dollars online with remote sales, learning how to communicate, learning how to make your first 5-10K a month online, being able to travel to cool places like this, and be able to just like live a life of freedom and like really create this internal compass I'm talking about. So if you're interested in that, you can click the top link in the description. You can join the community, get in there, and I'll work with you on this stuff and I'll help you start making money online so you can create a life of freedom, create a life of internal certainty, and really achieve the goals that you have. If you're interested in that, click the link and I'll see you in there. We can work together and I can coach you more hands-on. If you're not interested in that, no worries at all. Leave me a thumbs up though if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe on the channel so you don't miss the future videos, because I'm going to keep them coming every single day as always. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. By the way, comment what you think down below and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!